Good morning. It's Saturday, May 20th. And this is what it looks like at our camp this morning. It's about 5:45. We're not leaving as early as we have in the past, so it's brighter, obviously. We didn't stay at the campground. There's a couple of ladies that went over there and said it was too crowded, too many people, and we noticed the Boy Scout troop went down there, so we decided to stay right where we crossed the road. And there's a video of two guys that we got trail magic from yesterday, so that was real nice. They're hiking and they had a couple days off, so they got a vehicle, drove down here and made pancakes, gave oranges, bananas, donuts. Oh, it was great. So we ended up staying right near where they were, and yeah, so we're leaving a little later today because we're only doing 12 to 15 miles, probably just 12 to the water, and then tomorrow we're in Kennedy Meadows. Okay, just wanted to clarify a couple of things from earlier. It's about 7:20 right now. So we've got another 10 miles to go to a creek where the two ladies we met last night are going to stay. So we're thinking we might stay there as well, and then hike in, potentially the four of us, into Kennedy Meadows tomorrow morning. If we do it this way, then we got about a 10-mile hike tomorrow morning. We know we're going to get to Kennedy Meadows, assuming everything goes fine, which I'm sure it will. So yeah, it's looking good. We did 17 miles yesterday, and it was a tougher day because it was warm, very little breeze, no cloud cover, and those stupid little gnats all over our faces, which are very irritating. But so anyway, we're at Fox Mill Spring, just getting a little bit of water to get us to the next creek 10 miles from now, and then that could be it for the day, but we'll see. So we've been doing this climb the whole morning. It's a little warm in the sun, but when you're in the shade and there's a breeze, it's nice. And so about 6 miles this morning so far, and we've spotted a little bit of snow in the higher elevations and peaks, but this is the first snow that we've seen this close to the trail, and I'm pretty sure we won't see any on the trail. So a little bit of snow remaining depending on where you are. So John and I just turned the corner from where I filmed that little snow patch, and this is what we see. There's snow in them thar hills. That's the Sierras, Sierra Nevadas right there. And then this mountain to the right, that's Mount Olancha. Yeah, so the snow is definitely there. We're getting closer even though we're not going in it. So it's about 11:30. John was leading the way. He was on snake clearance duty. And there is a snake. He's a big one too. No rattle right now, but did he rattle for you?
Yeah.
He was rattling, eh?
Yeah. I heard the rattle before I saw him.
Yeah, which is usually how it works. He's moving away, but I don't know if it's quickly enough. Yeah, it gets the adrenaline going, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. I bike up as fast as I could.
Well, that's the fourth one we've seen, or I've seen.
Yeah.
One was right in the middle of the trail. All right, it's 2:30 on Saturday. We're at a place called Mantor Creek. That's 12.7 miles from where we started this morning, so not a long day, and we're going to stay here. As you can see, I have my tent set up. A couple of reasons we're going to stay here is because we're less than 9 miles to Kennedy Meadows, so we'll hike there tomorrow in the morning. Probably get there before lunch, I'm thinking. And saves us having to pay for camping tonight, I guess. That's one thing. Good water here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of those gnats, those little sand flies, which is why I have my mosquito net on. Actually does a wonderful job on these little pesky gnats. And they don't seem too interested in the rest of me, like my arms and legs. They're fine. It's the face. You know, they like the ears, the eyes, the mouth. It's just, they're very, very pesky. So, yeah, we'll stay here. It's early, but we also have a thunderstorm. In the last couple of days, it's threatened, but I think we're going to get it today. So, tent set up, might have to ride it out inside the tent, which is fine, and then hopefully blows over, and then we can have supper and a nice evening. And woke up in the middle of last night and no rain, so I did have, you can see my tent in the background. Well, I didn't have the tent set up like that. I just had the nest, the inside portion. Woke up and looked up at the stars and saw a meteor, so it's kind of neat. Anyway, also wanted to apologize for the video of the snake. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. He's very well camouflaged, and you might have to rewind a couple of times to actually see him. So anyway, that's it for now. Probably it's the two ladies that are arrived. We camped at the same place as them last night, and they hopped into the creek here to cool off. Clothed, I understand. I haven't seen them, but anyway, that's it for now. So it's been steady thunder for the last hour, but hardly any rain. You can see there's blue sky there, but over here it's pretty dark still, and yeah, that's where all the thunder is. So it's heading away, I guess. We'll see if there's another cell coming. Hopefully not. Sure cooled off quite nicely, actually. Almost too cool, but that's okay. And you know, people know how thunderstorms work. So we'll just have to hang out some more and see what happens. Beautiful morning here, Sunday the 21st, 6 a.m. We're just starting out for Kennedy Meadows. Yeah, that last shot, that's where we camped last night, down by the creek. Spent the afternoon there. It was a good spot to, especially since we didn't really know if we were going to get hit with that thunderstorm or not. You're better off in your tent if you do. As it turned out, we didn't get much. A few drops. So we've got 8.7 miles to Kennedy Meadows, mostly flat. And when we get there, we're done for this part of the adventure. John and I were talking last night. I didn't realize he started at Agua Dulce, which is only 10 miles less than what I did. So we basically been hiking almost the entire time with each other, which is nice. I like the guy. He's a good guy. But there was a lot of sand flies last night, so he he doesn't cook his food, he cold soaks it. So he sat in his tent, and I cooked my food, so I sat outside his tent and cooked my food, but I had a bug net around my head. That helped a lot. So that's kind of how we had our supper last night. He was in his tent and I was outside, and then we could chat and eat our food. And yeah, that was about it for yesterday. And today, well, the next video is probably going to be at Kennedy Meadows. We'll see. There might be something interesting in between. I know the Kern River, or I've heard the Kern River flooded the trail, so we're probably going to get a little wet near the end of the day here, but that's no big deal, really. It's been pretty good so far. Okay, here's the Kern River. Lots of water. And probably going to be more water coming as the snow melts too. So right after I took that video of the river, it got a little challenging because that's you can see the rock outcropping on the left. That's where the trail is. It's underwater. You can see what's happening. Lots of water. So we're back on trail here, but we had to work our way around, going up there, kind of through the thickets and the rocks and scrambling a bit. So the adventure's still continuing. Okay, so we came across another snake, but this guy, pretty sure, well, I'm not sure. I think it's a garter, but now that I see him, maybe not. He could be a baby rattler. Who knows? But he won't move. So we'll see if we can go around him. Finally got a video of a snake for you though. So we're half a mile from Kennedy Meadows and the trail goes through here, so it looks like we're gonna get wet. Just depends whether our shoes are gonna get wet or not. Are you? Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Okay, we're almost there. Not sure if we get to Kennedy Meadows or Grumpy Bears first, but whichever way it works. Doesn't matter, we're probably going to go to both places today. So this is kind of the last half hour maybe, or 20 minutes, I'm not sure. But I'm kind of savoring the trail a little bit before we hit the semi-civilization of those two places. And then we're gone. It's kind of bittersweet. You know, it's good to be off, but physically I feel so good that I'm sure I could keep going. But my common sense also tells me I wouldn't be doing the Sierras this year. And I mean, you can see that river. I've shown it a couple of times. Plus it flooded the trail back there. We had to wade through calf deep water for about 100 feet, 150 feet. So anyway, this is the last video you're gonna see of trail. There may be other videos, of course, of Grumpy's and Kennedy Meadows, but this is it for the trail for now.